Let's break down what's happening in the San Diego real estate market for May 2025. Hey friends, I'm Spade with Keller Williams Realty, San Diego Metro. My mission, guide Gen Xers helping parents downsize, first-time buyers hunting for value, and sellers who want every last dollar, minus the salesy pressure. Now, today I'm decoding the San Diego Association of Realtors May 2025 Market Activity Report. Nothing earlier, nothing later, so you know exactly where we stand right now. So let's start with this classic San Diego dream, the standalone house with a yard. Now, picture the typical sale in May, $1.1 million. That's about 25 grand higher than April and almost the same as last spring. Prices aren't rocketing, but they're nudging up, which tells us demand has not vanished. Now, flip to supply. We had 3,556 active listings in May. Now, that's roughly one extra house for sale out of every 4 compared to a year ago. Translation: buyers finally have options. But here's the eyebrow raiser. New listings actually dipped 6% from April. In other words, more homes are piling up because the ones already on the market aren't selling as fast, not because a flood of owners are suddenly deciding to list. Speaking of speed, the typical house found a buyer in 30 days. A month still feels quick, but it's far cry from the bidding war weekends we saw 2 years ago. Now, contracts tell a similar story. Roughly 1,400 homes went under pending in May. That's up 5% from April, yet still a tad low for last year. Closing deals that actually recorded were down 9% month to month, so momentum is there, but it's measured. Finally, the leverage score. Sellers pocketed 98.7% of their original list price. So if you're priced right, you're walking away with almost everything that you asked for. Miss the mark, and buyers now have the patience to let your home sit until you blink. Here's the big takeaway. If you're upsizing, downsizing, relocating mom or dad, you can shop without settling. But smart pricing and strong presentation are still a non-negotiable if you want a 30-day sale and near asking price. All right, let's flip the elevator doors open and step into the condos. First headline is choice, and tons of it. Now, we ended May with 2,498 condos and townhomes on the market, almost 50% more than a year ago. So if you were frustrated by sold in a weekend listings, you finally get to breathe, tour multiple units, or maybe even sleep on the decision. Now, prices, they're nudging north, but they're not sprinting. The median condo sold for $690,000. That's about 15 grand higher than April and just a hair above last May. So the extra inventory isn't crashing values, it's simply cooling the panic. Speed, think leisurely. Sunday stroll instead of sprint. The average condo sat 37 days before finding a buyer. That's a week longer than earlier in the spring and 10 full days slower than last year. Translation: you've got time for a second showing and maybe even a contractor quote. Still, sellers aren't giving away the store. They're pocketing about 98% of their list price. This shiny, full, updated units, think sports counters, in-unit laundry, they still go fast and they go for asking price. The dated popcorn ceiling specials, they linger, and that's where you negotiate. Bottom line, first-time buyers finally have leverage, but don't snooze on the cream puff units. Those still disappear quite quickly. Now, why is all this happening? There's 3 big forces. 1, mortgage rates all May long. The 30-year fixed hovered right around 6.9%. Not nosebleeding territory, but high enough that every 8% jump adds real money to the monthly payment. Buyers feel it. Some widen their search radius, others take a step back altogether. Number 2, affordability. Now, the official index clocks in at 25 for houses and 39 for condos. A perfect 100 would mean the median family can comfortably buy a house, but we're miles below that. So payments, not prices, are the brick wall for many would-be buyers. Number 3, the job scene. Unemployment sits at 4%, yet spring tech layoffs made higher income buyers very, very cautious. Now, they're still shopping. They're just double-checking contract clauses before writing or wiring big deposits. Now, put it all together and you get a market that's cooling, not crashing, and rewarding buyers who stay disciplined and sellers who stay realistic. So where do you fit in? Let's break it down like we are having coffee. If you are buying a house, celebrate the fact that you finally have options. Lock your rate the moment you're comfortable. Many lenders let you float down the rate if it dips, and they use the growing inventory to negotiate repair costs and closing credits. Now, if you're buying a condo, play detective. With nearly a 4-month supply of inventory, you can ask for HOA budgets up front, dig into reserve studies, and push back on special assessments. And remember, the best looking units still gather multiple offers, so be ready to move when you find the one. Selling your house or condo, the bidding war days are fading, but you haven't lost your edge. Now, if your place shows well and it's priced for today, not last spring, do the pre-inspection touch-up paint. fresh mulch, the whole 9 yards. The prep work keeps you in the 30-day sale club and nets you 98% of your ask money. Now, if data-driven insights minus the hype are your jam, hit subscribe and tap the bell. You'll get this monthly update every single month the moment it drops. There you have it, San Diego County, May 2025 and May 2025 only. Thinking about timing a sale, buying before your next move, or relocating a parent, reach out to me anytime. I'm Spade. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next month with fresh data.